What is going on, Outlaws? Once again, Michael or Legacy Kill HD back with another Red Dead Redemption 2 video for you. We're going to be discussing a very unique topic, and that is how Red Dead Redemption 2 can be better than its predecessor, Red Dead Redemption. A very difficult task for Rockstar, but something that is not impossible. But if you haven't already, make sure to check the RDR2 playlist, which a link can be found in the description below, and this includes a lot of amazing news, information, leaks, and theories about this upcoming game that you're not going to want to miss. Nonetheless, to begin, we have to accept that Red Dead Redemption was a game that a lot of people thought was going to fail. Some reports through the years indicating that this game was intended to be much bigger, but because of budget cuts and development hell, as said by former Rockstar North president Leslie Benzies, this barely got out the door after a short delay. Luckily, this game ended up being a masterpiece. Rockstar created a fun and immersive open world in which we followed the tale of John Marston, not to mention the multiplayer that I felt was underrated in the single-player DLC Undead Nightmare, which some consider one of the best DLCs ever made. But now we're on the road to Red Dead Redemption 2, and the question is, can this experience top our previous one? Looking at Grand Theft Auto 5 and the approach that Rockstar took, that worries many fans because what made Red Dead Redemption amazing was the phenomenal storytelling. Grand Theft Auto 5 was still without a doubt a great game, but it was missing the key pieces that earned Rockstar's reputation over the years, and that was of creating unique and interesting narratives. We can blame that on the three protagonist system or the focus on Grand Theft Auto Online, but if they take the same approach, a lot of Red Dead fans will be disappointed. There are a few very important factors that I want to go over, and if Rockstar hits them in Red Dead Redemption 2, this could be the next masterpiece from them we've been eagerly awaiting. The first being the story. Within Grand Theft Auto 5, it was clear the online was their main priority. With Red Dead Redemption 2, that cannot be the same approach. Let's pause real fast. Do you hear that? Take two? I'll repeat, Red Dead Redemption 2 cannot focus on multiplayer. There have been some highly reliable leaks stating we will see the three protagonist system returning, and if that is so, this makes creating an immersive experience more difficult, as I really feel following one protagonist's journey is much easier and compelling than putting three together. I honestly feel that in Red Dead Redemption, from start to finish, it was extremely enjoyable following John's path, from almost being killed at Fort Mercer by Bill Williamson and his gang, to his fate being decided at Beecher's Hope. The journey we had in Red Dead Redemption is the best Rockstar's created because of the endless hours traversing the world with John Marston, and not to mention the unique character interactions with con artist Nigel West Dickens, messed up in the head Seth Breyers, badass Bonnie McFarlane, alcoholic Irish, Marshall Leigh Johnson, revolutionists Abraham Reyes, optimistic Louisa, Captain Vincent DeSanta, legendary outlaw Landon Ricketts, and many other characters. Everything about this Western story worked, which is why sometimes it's best to use that model in future games. We've seen other developers do the opposite, like Fallout 3 to Fallout 4, which many criticized Bethesda Game Studios for changing the formula that was already perfected. So that's why with Red Dead Redemption 2, if Rockstar doesn't change that formula and only builds off of it with more side quests and again another emotional journey with narrative twists that we don't expect, this can be the game of the year and more importantly a new installment that does justice for its predecessor. Circling back to the three protagonist system, this is a very subjective matter, as some enjoyed it and a lot didn't. In December I did a poll, and based on about 177 votes, most of you Outlaws want to see how it's handled, and I think that is the smart approach. In Grand Theft Auto 5, the story to me felt like it was everywhere, and that was because of the different tones that Michael, Trevor, and Franklin had, and it just didn't mesh all that well. Not to mention the unmemorable antagonist, which is why by the ending of the game I just didn't really care about what happened. In Red Dead Redemption, it was John's former gang members for most of the game serving as the antagonists, but as we push closer to the end, Dutch even foreshadows that the government cannot be trusted, and that leads to one of the most devastating moments in all of video games. So if we are getting three protagonists again, I really feel that Rockstar needs to lay down a tone, and if these characters are working together, make them feel like a gang, or even better, a band of brothers, which hopefully can make our journey more immersive. Aside from that, I think we all can expect Rockstar to nail the online multiplayer, although we hate microtransactions that will take the center stage again, similar to how Grand Theft Auto Online handles it, with continuous online DLC updates and new potential huge features like customization, heists, and properties. Red Dead Redemption 2's multiplayer will be a unique experience. Looking at the world around us with all the side activities, NPC interactions, animal encounters, we can expect Rockstar to nail the open world setting, which is a feat that most of us are accustomed to with their games. Let's also not forget some of the small things that really made our experience in Red Dead Redemption so memorable, such as the beautiful crafted soundtrack that took about 15 months to put together, the fluid gameplay that was brought to life with the Rage engine, and overall a game that felt like it was way ahead of its time. But to bring this all together, we already expect Rockstar to nail the online and open world, but what it comes down to is creating a unique, emotional, long story that they did so well with Red Dead Redemption, but not all that well with Grand Theft Auto 5 in my opinion. If they can utilize our characters in a proper way and make our journey insightful and enjoyable, this can be just as good or even better than Red Red Dead Redemption. Anyway gang, there's no question that this will be a difficult task, but if anyone can do it, it is the teams at Rockstar, and hopefully they understand why a lot of their fans loved Red Dead Redemption. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smack that like button if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and let me know in the comment section below how you think Rockstar can make Red Dead Redemption 2 just as good or even better than Red Dead Redemption. Nonetheless, make sure to consider subscribing, as I'm your best source for everything to do with this upcoming Red Dead title, and turn notifications on so you don't miss any videos from me, which could be some breaking news. And remember, Outlaws to the end.